much for you guys. Thank you, Minus, for your donation. Much love to the spiritual butterflies and the grand dragons. Yes.
Yep. How's everybody feeling? That's Brittany in the background, Cosmic Wifey. Everybody make sure you follow her. This is a new episode of No Filter. All right.
You're welcome, skincare.
So just get it.
Hi, Danielle.
I'm gonna rewatch your video too, girl. I never ever cut her off during live. I'm not cutting her off. I'm just gonna keep her a little bit low in the back. Okay, so we're gonna switch it up a little bit tonight, or today, whenever you land on this channel. The realest show ever, No Filter. We don't get told what to do here. We're just a like-minded community. All right, we're X-squatted up over here. So I was just listening to Brittany, and she was talking about just being yourself and being free and getting back to the essence of everything. And I have been going through a dark journey of the soul, and I appreciate everybody that's been supporting me. It has been some video game victories out here, okay? It has been, and it feels very validating. I appreciate that. I'm giving myself a round of applause and the whole collective out there. This may be a quick download, but I want to give you guys a little treat. Instead of me always Frank Castle and shit, I'm gonna give you guys, and ladies a little Zoe's campfire story tonight. A little Captain Kirk, a little Jokerism, a little Dark Knightism. So let's just get right into it. Let's tell you guys a good story that I haven't told many people. When my dad took me and my brothers to Turkey, remember that mountain story when we were coming back from Incirlik? This was another time. I was in 4th grade. I thought I was untouchable. I'll turn it down just a little bit. I love you, Brittany. I thought I was untouchable. So me and my brothers, because my dad was always out, so he left us alone a lot. Me and my brothers would be having our own adventures. And we always watched cartoons and stuff. So when we were by ourselves out in Turkey and mountains, we were in Ankara, Turkey, so we're surrounded by mountains. It was just a new environment. We really felt like we were on a Star Wars planet, like a Dagobah or something. It was just something new and adventurous every day. We had a store down the street where we'd get fireworks, firecrackers when we were like 8, 9 years old. We had storage cut out. So if it cuts out again, I'm just giving you guys a little treat. I'm gonna come back to you guys real soon with a whole episode of Zoe's Campfire Stories, because you guys been riding with me through this dark journey of the soul, and I appreciate it once again, collective, and everybody out there helping me find out who I am. And it's a tough journey, but God's journey is not, it's not easy. But either or. So we're in Ankara, Turkey, surrounded by mountains. My dad took us out of the country in 1991. And my mom and my older brother was left behind, so it was just me, Marcus, Rico. We went out there, new experience. We've been out there before, but I was too young to remember it. But we'll go back to that another episode. So basically, we had a store down the street where we could buy fireworks, candy. In Turkey, candy outside of the States was banging, man. They had some good stuff, but let's stick on point, because we don't know how much storage we got. So there's fireworks that we used to buy, all right? And I thought I was untouchable. Because everybody, I was like a bully. I stuck up for all the kids that got bullied a lot, all right? All the time. So long story short, me and my brothers were out with our friends. It was nighttime. My stepmom and my dad went to Incirlik, I think, for business or just for vacation. So they left us knuckleheads behind. So we got some fireworks one night. We're all lighting them in the streets. And then all of a sudden this taxi driver, there's a lot of taxis where we lived at, right? This taxi driver almost hit me. So he stops in the middle of the street. I slam my hands down on the hood. I was like, what the fuck you doing? Thinking that he's just going to speed off. And mind you, we in their country, their territory. It was nighttime, all right? So we think we bully footed a lot in Ankara, Turkey, in these streets. And I guess the Turkish people just had enough. So I slammed my hands on the hood. I was like, what the fuck you doing? You know, I'm in 4th grade, mind you. I'm like 8 years old or 9 years old, 9 years young or whatever. And all of a sudden, I think he's gonna speed off. The door opens up slow. I swear to God, I was young and small. A giant rose out that car, a little tiny like micro machine car. This dude, like, I had to pull my neck back how tall this cat was. Kept on rising, just kept on rising. So I'm looking at him. And if you guys just tune in, this is no filter, the realest show ever. I'm telling you guys a little Zoe's campfire story, just to change up the dynamic, just to give you guys a little, something you guys can learn from. thinking, especially if you're a knucklehead and you think you know it all and you can't be beat. So I slammed my hands on this guy's car when we're in Turkey. My dad takes us out of the country in 1991. And me and my brothers used to chill a lot outside the apartment and just create our own adventures. Walk to the mall, get in taxis, get water guns, spray people down, egg people from our balconies, ring taxis, and they would come pick us up. Because back then it was like an Uber. It was kind of cool. You would ring a bell on the telephone pole, and then the taxis would come, and we'll be on our balcony waiting for them to fucking look for us and shit. And then we'd just egg them and shit. We would do some bad shit. There would be people selling pretzels on their head. They're like, Smeetie. Smeetie means pretzels, I think, right? In Turkey, look it up. But they would be walking around with plates balanced on their head. Like in India, you see them carrying fruit and stuff. In Turkey, they would carry pretzels on their head, walking on the streets and saying, Smeetie. So we'll be on our balcony like some little knucklehead kids and just mimic him, Smeetie. And they'd be looking around, and sometimes they'd be dropping their pretzels. We're some badass kids. Putting little fireworks and apples and then throwing them across the street at this other apartment that'll be blowing up in the mid-street. We would have some fun, man, in Turkey. It was, but we're some knuckleheads. So we're in the middle of the streets at nighttime when my parents went, my stepmom and my dad went to Ingeland for vacation or something like that. So me and my brothers and their friends are outside just lighting up fireworks, being knuckleheads. So this taxi almost hits me. I slam my hands on the hood and I was like, what the fuck you doing? This big ass giant rises up, and I'm looking at him. I don't know when he's gonna stop rising. Like, goddamn, you know what the fuck you doing? And I don't know what the fuck I said. And then all of a sudden, I got put in a cobra headlock, like cobra get like. I don't know who grabbed me. And all of a sudden, I thought I was dead. The world slowed down. I was like, oh, this is it. Alonzo was done. Because everybody else on the side like, what the fuck? Until this one unsung hero emerged from the shadows. My brother Rico. He said, get your fucking hands off my brother. This tall John, I don't even know where his neck was. It was like a giraffe holding me down or something. I'm just like, he's like, let go of my fucking brother. And he's like, no. I've never seen my brother jump so high. I've never seen anybody jump this high. He jumped up. You guys are familiar with Street Fighter. And Ryu character and Ken, he jumps up like this. His knees are like up to his nipples. All right, imagine like that, but his fist is like this. He somehow reaches up to that guy's face, and bam! It's like it's flattening a ketchup pack in your palms. Blood just goes everywhere. All on my shoulders, and it's all happening in slow-mo, right? So I'm like, oh, shit. Rico lands down like a superhero land, 15 feet down. Like, doom! Unscathed. All of a sudden, the guy just releases his grip, and I'm like still in slow motion, getting myself together, have like blood in the corner of my eye. I'm like, what the fuck? And all of a sudden, slow motion, I'm seeing Rico. I'm seeing all these Turkish people just emerge out the shadows in the alleys like foot soldiers from Ninja Turtle, the first movie, 91. They're like just jumping over trash cans and shit. I'm like, oh shit. Still in slow motion, mind you, right? So I see Rico laying down like superhero, grab somebody's collar. Hey! I'm like, oh shit. Then I loosen up out of it. Then I see my stepbrother Cliff. Oh yeah, Cliff was there too. He's in the alley just like, hey. Then I see my brother Marcus on top of a car, and this big ass, another big giant's trying to hammer kill him on the hood. And Marcus is like Spider-Man, like, hey. That's the first time I hear shibbits. He was rolling from that shit. Then I snap out of it. I bump into Cliff, and we like Batman and Robin and shit. And I'm getting hit, and I'm hey. But I know better. Something inside of me says if I hit the ground, I'm done skis. It's like a whole fucking mosh pit. So I'm just holding myself together. Hey. But I'm small, mind you, right? So something tells me, all right, so you're going to go for belly buttons and quick midget uppercuts. I'm like, all right. So me and Cliff just bump into each other's shoulders, and we like stick at each other like glue and shit. He's hitting cats, and then we work our way to Marcus. He's like, hey, shibbits. And this guy can't hit Marcus. He's like, so me and Cliff nudge that big dude off. The big dude turns around, tries to swing at us, and then Cliff hits him in his rib. Hey! And all of a sudden the guy gets down to size. And I remember my dad said, if you ever fight somebody that's bigger than you, break him down to size, grab a trash can, grab a 2x4, boom, until he gets down to size. Like, hey. That's right, confirmation message, bitches. So this big ass dude drops down, and Cliff hits him in the ribs. And I grab him by a collar, like, hey! And then I get hit in the shoulder, hey! And Cliff just fucking fights most of these cats out. Then one of Mark's friends named Arrows, a British dude or something. He gets suey chopped in the middle of the street. This shit's lunch. He's run out there. I don't know if he's fighting or not. But he's run out there, and I just see some guy just hit him in the back of his neck. He collapses like Gumby and shit. Hey. So he disappears amongst the crowd, so we just think he's gone. He's Dansky. So, oh shit, he's gone. So that gives me more courage to stand up when I'm getting hit from all types of... So all of a sudden I get the voice, belly button hits, and midget uppercuts. So I'm going these tall cats like, hey, they lose and they win. And I grab them by the collar, poof, midget uppercuts, hey. So we fighting off all these cats and we working our way back to our apartment. Because remember I said the street's down. There's a street down from our apartment that sold the candies and the fireworks. So luckily we just instinctively backing ourselves up. And I'm seeing Rico fighting like Troy and shit, like, Troy in the movie, like Brad Pitt just fighting. All right, so we died out. I put up Brittany again because I thought I ran out of storage, but we back. So we see Arrow, my brother Mark's friend, disappear amongst the crowd when he gets suey chopped. Suey chopped in the back of his neck, like, ha. So he disappears. We're like, all right, he's done. So we instinctively fighting our way back to the fucking apartment. Because remember I said right down from our apartment is a street, our store that sells candy, fireworks, just catching you guys back up. So we fighting, I'm getting hit, hey, but something tells me, hey, you cannot drop or you dead. So I see Rico in the distance, just like on a mountain of people just fighting, and then he disappears. I'm like, damn, he may be done. It's like a whole bunch of ants that's just crawling up on you, and then you just get swallowed up. So I'm like, damn, Rico's done, shit. So it's like me, Cliff, and Marcus, we fighting our way back. That's right, this Arrow just dropped. He's done. And Rico just disappeared. So we're like, oh shit. So somehow we miraculously made it back to the apartment. Just fighting, going back up the steps. Closing the door. A whole bunch of zombies coming in. That's an exaggeration. By the time we got in the apartment, we were good. Because we disappeared. Somehow, I don't remember, but hey. And we get in the apartment just like, what the fuck just happened? But we felt like some superheroes, right? I'm fourth grade, mind you. And they're like 9th, 10th grade, I think. And I'm 6th, 7th grade, 8th grade, something like that. Yeah. So we get in there, oh my God, man, what the fuck? So after we pat our nuts down and we look at each other's bruises and shit, we're like, oh fuck, we made that bitch. Then we realize we're 2 soldiers short. Oh shit, where's Rico at? So we get a knock on the door. Like maybe 20, 30 minutes later, right? We thinking it's my dad and my stepmom. And we're like, oh shit, man, we lost 2 cats. What happened to y'all? What happened to y'all? My dad would have had the Uncle Phil face. And Bada Bings would have definitely been kicking ass. Mary Poppins, everybody. Without the umbrella. So yeah, so we get a knock on the door like 20, 30 minutes later. I wish I had some water right now, but it's all the way over there. Zoe's Campfire Stories. I hope you like this. I'm going to give you guys more immersed story later on. I'm just giving you guys a Joker, burning the money, chaos story right now, and some Captain Kirk boss type of energy. All right? So hopefully you guys can use this and Play-Doh it into your little creative way of expressing some truth to the world. So I'm just telling you a true story from back in the day when I was in Turkey, that we used our imagination to get out. Because when we got in that fight, I was thinking about superheroes and all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? Superheroes basically is our ancestors. So we always got to use that creative spirit to get out any type of situation. A lot of things. So we heard a knock on the Dizzy. Forgive me, I crushed some tacos earlier from an authentic taco truck. Banging, I'm gonna plug them in. Definitely on. Knock on the Dizzy. We open that Busy up. We see Rico, shirt tattered, and a baseball bat. Like, what the fuck happened to you? He's like, yo, man, I ran down to the American Embassy, fought them off. One of the Turkish guards gave me a bat through the fence. He was waving them off, and he got in the American Embassy until they disappeared in the shadows. I'm trying to remember. I don't know if I butchered that story.